Welcome to Part 2 of the Advising tutorial, where I will discuss using Degree Guide to review the requirements needed to complete the general education portion of your degree. You will commonly hear this group referred to as General Education, Gen Ed, and also as GE. In Part 2, I will identify the two groups of requirements that make up general education. These are the competency requirements and the core curriculum. We'll discuss each of these in the second and third section of the outline. Lastly, there are three additional requirements within general education that need to be completed. I'll briefly explain each of those as well. At the end of this presentation, you'll be provided with a list of recommended classes that are offered in the OPS program, which will help you to meet the Gen Ed requirements. The first set of requirements for general education is called the competency requirements, and the second set is the core curriculum. Degree Guide lists the requirements within each of these groups, and together the two groups combined compose Gen Ed. Next, I'm going to provide an explanation of the competency requirements. The GE competency requirements ensure that students have skills in the areas of English, math, technology, and foreign language. This English competency requires English 113, which is composition, or its equivalent. For the math competency, the CBU course to satisfy this is Math 115, Intermediate Algebra, or a course that is higher. Math 115 has a prerequisite of Math 095, that's elementary algebra, or a passing score on that challenge exam. Students also need to meet the technology competency and 2 semesters of the same foreign language. There are some common exemptions within these competencies. An exemption means a requirement is met, but no units were earned. It's possible to meet 3 of these requirements with exemptions through high school coursework. A student who completes an approved computer course with a B or higher will be exempted from the technology competency requirement. A student who completes 1 year or 2 semesters of a foreign language with a B or better will be exempted from 1 semester of that foreign language. And a student who completes 2 years or 4 semesters of the same foreign language with a B or better will be exempted from both required semesters of foreign language. OPS students are not required to send high school transcripts, so if you think you have met any of these exemptions, request your official high school transcripts to be sent to CBU. The core curriculum ensures that students are exposed to ideas and content related to the liberal arts tradition. In addition, a decidedly Christian perspective is integrated into these requirements. Within the core curriculum, each category title is listed in the gold bar on your degree guide. Below the title is a brief description of how to meet it. Shown here is a partial list of the core curriculum. Please review your degree guide for the complete list of requirements. If you are required to take a course within your major or your concentration that would also meet one of the categories within the competencies or the core curriculum of Gen Ed, that course may be applied to both the major requirement and the general education requirement. There are 3 additional criteria that must be satisfied in order for general education to be entirely complete. These are found on your degree guide at the end of general education, and they are titled Upper Division, Multicultural, and Interdisciplinary. The Upper Division category requires 12 units from the core curriculum to be completed at the Upper Division level. Upper Division courses are notated as 300 or 400 level in their course number. It refers to junior or senior level coursework. In order to complete this, Degree Guide applies any 300 or 400 level classes that are fulfilling your core curriculum categories. So it's wise to plan ahead to ensure that at least 4 of your Gen Ed classes from that core curriculum are 300 or 400 level. Any courses that you take at the 100 or 200 level and all transfer coursework from community college is only lower division coursework. The multicultural requirement needs 9 units from the competency or the core curriculum to have a multicultural designation. The good news is that most students automatically complete this requirement by the end of their first semester of classes. Courses with a multicultural designation are notated with an M, as in this snapshot from the degree guide. The interdisciplinary designation requires 9 units from the competency or the core to have an interdisciplinary designation. This refers to courses that combine 2 or more academic fields of study. Courses that are designated as interdisciplinary are notated with an I, as in this snapshot from the degree guide. Some classes are able to complete more than one category listed here. For example, this student took HIS 311 for U.S. History. Because it's a 300 level class, it also meets 3 units of upper division coursework for general education. The M indicates that it has a multicultural designation, and the I indicates that it has the interdisciplinary designation. So this course will be counted in all of these requirements within general education. Next, I will direct you to find a list of recommended courses offered in the OPS program that will meet each of the general education requirements and help identify which courses are upper division and have an interdisciplinary designation. A list of recommended OPS classes to meet general education is posted on Inside CBU for your convenience. To find it, just follow these steps. Go to Inside CBU and then click on the Academics tab. In the left menu, click on the OPS Advising main page. And on this web page in the OPS Advising Resources is a link for Recommended Classes to Meet GE. On this list, you'll see that the lower division and the upper division choices are in separate columns. Additionally, interdisciplinary classes have a star next to their course number. You've completed the general education presentation in Part 2 of the OPS Academic Advising tutorial. You may review this presentation if desired. When you are ready, please proceed to the 4-question assessment for this presentation.